Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One, we'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Offense up to the line fast. They've got a man in motion. Second and 6 now. He throws a bullet deep to the right. They connect on the deep shot. And he's able to get this down to the 36. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are off to a great start defensively. They forced a turnover on the opening possession. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Lamar now from the gun.
Whoa.
That's incomplete left side.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? If we chose the wrong play off that call sheet, that time.
It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
Wow, open.
A nice 15-yard pickup on the return. And the Steelers will take over possession. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren.
Oh, then. Like, what the fuck?
Hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Completed here to Pickens. Down the left sideline he goes. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers go up 6-0 here in the first. George Pickens, the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jackson. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Lamar off the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Fourth down, it's Jackson. Chased out to his right. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now a give to Johnson, coming right. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 33 on second down. Throwing deep for the end zone. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
On third down, here's Johnson. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pull out in front further, 13-zip. Boswell to add the PAT. Pressure off left, and it's blocked. Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for two, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick.
And that block's going to take a little bit of the sting away from giving up the touchdown. I'll tell you, that's exactly, if you're on that special teams unit, how you want to start this game. Playing hard, executing well, and putting a little seed of doubt and thought on the special teams unit on the other side.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers grow their lead off the turnover. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers push the lead to 20.
Ravens nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First and 10 from the 41.
Report! Ready, shot! 13. Sit up!
Play fake, Jackson. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Pistol snap to Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for the Baltimore Ravens.
Lamar out of the pistol. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1.
Hey, Ozzy, get up!
They just get the play off. Taking his shot deep down the field. Trying to hit Johnson, and it's intercepted. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 20-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have it following that interception on the final play of the first quarter. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Justin Matabike making that stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. On the ground again with Johnson. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Out now for the free kick, hoping their defense can answer a safety with a stop of their own. That's grabbed at the 10. And he'll get it up to the 44.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He fires one deep down the right sideline. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here. Jackson's going to go on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4.
Good charger. To my phone?
Play action now with Jackson. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
What up, bird?
Yeah.
Throwing again is Lamar.
Proud.
Finds a seam down the
proud
middle.
as shit right now.
And they will take this into the end zone
You
for a
hate that,
Baltimore
man.
touchdown.
Family would take
The
care of.
Ravens fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown.
So that shit to the goal line. You need to not protect that dude.
You out of pocket.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens make it an 11-point ball game.
Diabolical.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Diabolical.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Fits it through the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This ball's caught by Pickens. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Play action on 1st down. That throw finds Pickens. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers push their lead to 18. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
explaining to them why they use the front foot so bad.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit on.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They go play fake with Jackson. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hey, hey. Sit up.
Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. He has the 1st over the middle. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. He saw someone jump, took the free play deep, Brock, and that gets them a much bigger play than the penalty would have. New set of downs for him from the 46. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens working here. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down, here's Lamar. He's going to push one deep down the route. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Can you say something back?
Now an inside give to Johnson. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He's on the move. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
They'll try and throw it here. He connects downfield on 4. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. And another one is no good. What a disaster this has been, Bronk. That is his 3rd missed PAT in this ball game. So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
I know if I play you, I'm hurting your whole
They've
team.
got 1st and 10, Bronk, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit.
Chris getting blown the fuck out.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Chris Boswell will be kicked off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lamar now from the gun. That's taken in by Henry. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop.
What?
From the gun, Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Lamar throwing again. Escapes out to the left. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that play good enough for a first. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Got his target. It's Hill. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Completes this one to Hill. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
6 coming up here. Now it's Lamar. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it's 3rd down now.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. Offense in the hurry up here. Henry will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, middle.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 4-yard line.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. On the move, headed right.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. He has it on the QB sneak. And he gets in, touchdown. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Jackson's throwing for it. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Johnson up the middle. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
Man in motion, headed right. They go play action on 1st. He beams one deep right. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down from the red zone. Throw complete to Warren. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now a carry by Johnson. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Johnson again. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Steelers making a 3-score game in the 4th. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers stretch the lead to 23. Now, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Middle.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Jackson trying again on 2nd down. Connects with Bateman. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Flush down now to his left. He sends this one to the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens putting up points in a game decided. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But I think a Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They go counter, it's Johnson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Motioning the tight end now. First down, and they go right back to him. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here's Johnson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. A give left side to Johnson. And he gets this forward to the 19.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Steelers looking at a 3-0 start to the season. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They'll run this with Johnson. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Chased out to his right. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. They're set up at the 35 now. First down throw for Jackson. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. A give. This is Johnson. Across the 45 and still going. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Left side caught by Metcalf. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He throws a bullet deep to the right, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Trying to shake up. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. So the Steelers come in and take this